Lions TV, full time from the den. It's cold, it's wet, it's miserable. Where it finished Millwall 0, Oxford United 1. Yeah, it's what a down, miserable day and a shocking afternoon of football. Absolutely atrocious, in my opinion, Joe.
Yeah, poor performance. Felt very much the same as at Coventry on Sunday. We just didn't look like scoring in a month of Sundays. I couldn't see where a goal was going to come from. The midfield seems a bit non-existent at the minute. Saville today, I've always been a fan of his, but today he just looked so lethargic. He was walking around at stages. There was just nothing from him. He looked completely done. Midfield in general, last couple of games, there's not enough creativity there to create chances for the strikers. Yeah, I just think very poor performance. I know it's the manager's first game and it's going to take a little while for him to implement his ideas, but we need it sooner rather than later, because with these sort of results we're slowly sliding down the table, and there's a couple of players out there that I just think we shouldn't be playing for us anymore. We've got a severe sort of lack of quality. Despite the summer signings, we still look very short. I don't really know what more to add.
We didn't really
no desire or creativity there at all.
The players didn't really look like a team. Didn't really play like a team, and they just looked very tired. And personally, I think there was a few wage thieves on that pitch today. I feel like I could have put in a better performance at left back than Joe Bryan. And yeah, Saville in midfield, like Joe says. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Saville's, but I was surprised that Denore got taken off over Saville, to be fair, because he didn't look awake at certain times of that game. But I thought it was a very, very poor performance from us, and lack of creativity. I feel like I'm never really excited now whenever we try and get the ball down the wings, because I feel like we can't cross a ball, and corners as well I don't get excited about anymore, because we can't cross. We haven't really got anyone decent enough to actually take set pieces. And in terms of shot, we need to work on our shooting and we need to work on our togetherness. Because I said to these boys, I said, if we take Tanganga out of that back four, out of that team, I think we're knackered. Like, it was just an absolutely atrocious performance.
We need some
serious
strengthening this month.
We need some serious strengthening in midfield. That's what we need.
We need
and like when a team come to us like that, Oxford, we fully expect to beat. We always let ourselves down. We got, like I said in my post after final whistle, Gary Rout done a job on us, and if other teams start looking at it, they're all going to come and do a job on us. Yeah, we was clueless, as I said before, clueless, no idea. The only spark there today was SA sometimes with his runs.
Yeah, at times. And then Aziz, when he came on, he was all right.
We should have had a penalty as well.
There was a couple of penalty shouts.
Penalty shouts, but we was out like I said, at Millwall today. Not outclassed or anything like that. It's just they was up for it. They was at the battle. They was like in for it. They had 4 players wearing Tanganda at one time. Yeah, so they was completely calm. They come for the battle. They completely nullified us, and at the end of the day, they probably deserved the 3 points. Disappointed. Well, major disappointed, but I think this is because the manager's first game. He obviously can look round, and I agree with you boys. I think the midfield was shocking. Midfield had no energy. They was tired. We was clueless. Sometimes we were clueless getting the ball out quick enough.
Yeah.
You know, somehow decision making with passes was ridiculous today.
Yeah, there's a lack of structure. There's a lack of confidence from any of the players as well.
Yeah.
I don't feel there's any player that's confident enough, other than SA and maybe Aziz at times. There's no other player in that team who's actually comfortable and happy to take the ball forward and try and beat a man and look forward. They all just seem to be pointing to each other.
Yeah.
But it's like, why don't you make the effort? Why don't you actually have a bit of effort yourself to try and drag the team forward? Like, there's too many times where in the middle of the park, Saville and Denore were too deep.
But
and there was just a lack of energy.
We would have
in
never
midfield.
scored in a month of Sunday today. Never. It was never going to happen. And we always knew that there was going to be one goal in it. And someone brought a stat up to me today. I don't know if it's true. Some of the
It is, I
statisticians
see
could.
it as well.
Apparently it turns out that when Gary Rowett and Alex Neil crossed swords, Alex Neil's never won a game against Gary Rowett. So that was another sort of like we're not going to win today.
You
know
can't
what I
really,
mean?
can't really. Like, he's probably looking at that performance now and thinks,
Yeah.
I've got a lot to do, a lot of work to do.
And I think you've got to get the players' confidence back up because they look shocked to pieces.
Yeah,
today.
and the fitness of the players, they just seem too tired. Just seem too tired. And
Listen, boys, all your hair, lovely hair's getting wet, and I think we better get another
it's
pint,
very miserable. We're not going to do dry January now after that.
No,
We're going to go try Atrocious. Yeah. Fair
right,
play
then.
to Oxford.
Yeah, fair
Gary
play.
Rowett and Garrett getting 3 points.
They've got 3 wins on the bounce now, so good, strong, solid support by Oxford. But there you go. Dan, get well soon, as I said.
Yeah,
in the last
get well
interview.
soon, Dan.
Dan's
Best of luck.
What's happened to Dan? He's having an operation in there or something, right?
Yeah, he's in hospital.
He's in hospital, so we're taking over Lions TV until he gets better. All right? You remember that, Dan?
Onwards and upwards.
Onwards and upwards.
Come on, you
Happy
Lions.
New Year to everyone.